That familiar, wonderful aroma fills the kitchen. For millions, perhaps billions of us, the day truly begins with that first sip of hot, dark coffee. It's a ritual as ingrained in our morning routine as checking our phones, brushing our teeth. This simple act of brewing and drinking coffee feels like a universal constant, a comforting signal that it's time to face the world. We rely on it to shake off the last remnants of sleep, to sharpen our minds for the tasks ahead, and simply for the pure, unadulterated pleasure of its taste. It's more than just a beverage, it's a cultural touchstone, a moment of personal peace before the day's chaos ensues. Yet, for as long as we have cherished this daily ritual, a question has lingered in the background, sometimes as a whisper, and sometimes as a loud headline. Is this habit genuinely good for us? We often hear conflicting reports that can be quite confusing. One day, an article proclaims coffee as a miracle brew, packed with compounds that can help us live longer, healthier lives. The next, a different story warns of its dark side, linking it to anxiety, sleepless nights, and a host of other health concerns. This constant back and forth leaves many of us wondering where the truth actually lies. This deep-seated conflict turns our simple morning cup into a complex subject of debate. Is it a dependable ally in our quest for productivity and well-being, or is it a hidden risk, a Trojan horse that we willingly invite into our bodies each and every day? The answer, as is often the case with matters of diet and health, is not a simple yes or no. The effects of coffee are nuanced, depending heavily on the individual, the amount consumed, how it is prepared, and when it is enjoyed. Understanding this complexity is the first step toward making an informed choice for yourself. In this exploration, we will attempt to cut through the noise and provide a clear, balanced perspective. Let's begin with the good news, of which there is a surprising amount. One of the most significant health benefits of coffee comes from its high concentration of antioxidants. To put it simply, antioxidants are protective compounds that help defend your body's cells from damage caused by unstable molecules called free radicals. This cellular damage is linked to aging and a variety of chronic diseases. Surprisingly to many, coffee is one of the biggest sources of antioxidants in the Western diet, fruits, vegetables. This protective quality is a cornerstone of many of coffee's celebrated health effects. Beyond its antioxidant content, large-scale studies have repeatedly linked regular coffee consumption to a reduced risk of several serious diseases. For instance, research from Harvard has consistently shown that coffee drinkers have a significantly lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Similarly, other major studies have found strong correlations between coffee intake and a lower incidence of Parkinson's, Alzheimer's disease. While these studies show a strong association rather than direct causation, the consistency of the findings across vast populations is compelling and points toward a genuinely protective effect for many individuals. Of course, the most immediate and noticeable benefit of coffee is its effect on our energy levels and mental performance. This is thanks to caffeine, a natural stimulant that works on the central nervous system. When you drink coffee, the caffeine blocks an inhibitory neurotransmitter called adenosine, which in turn allows for an increase in other brain-signaling molecules, dopamine, norepinephrine. This chain reaction leads to that familiar feeling of heightened alertness, improved focus, and a reduced perception of fatigue. It's the reason coffee is the go-to beverage for students pulling all-nighters and professionals facing a tight deadline. This stimulating effect also extends to physical performance. A cup of coffee before a workout is a common practice for a reason. The caffeine triggers a release of adrenaline, the fight-or-flight hormone, which prepares your body for physical exertion. It can increase strength, endurance, and overall athletic output, making a tough workout feel just a little bit easier. By signaling the body to break down fat cells and release them into the bloodstream as free fatty acids, it also provides a ready source of fuel for your muscles, further enhancing physical capability during exercise. Now, we must turn our attention to the potential downsides, as coffee is certainly not without its risks for some people. The most common issues are tied directly to individual sensitivity to caffeine. What one person experiences as a pleasant state of alertness, another might feel as jitteriness, nervousness, or even full-blown anxiety. This can manifest as a racing heart, sweaty palms, and a general feeling of being on edge. For those who are naturally prone to anxiety disorders, high doses of caffeine can easily exacerbate their symptoms, turning a tool for focus into a source of significant distress. One of the most well-known risks is coffee's impact on sleep. Caffeine has a long half-life, meaning it can take many hours for your body to fully process and eliminate it. Drinking coffee too late in the afternoon or evening can seriously interfere with your ability to fall asleep and can also reduce the quality of the sleep you do get. This disruption to your natural sleep-wake cycle can have cascading negative effects on your mood, cognitive function, and overall health the following day, creating a vicious cycle where you need more coffee to compensate for poor sleep. Digestive issues are another common complaint associated with coffee consumption. The beverage is naturally acidic, which can irritate the lining of the stomach in some individuals. This can lead to discomfort, heartburn, or symptoms of acid reflux. For people with pre-existing conditions like gastritis or irritable bowel syndrome, coffee can often act as a trigger, worsening their symptoms and causing significant discomfort. While many people can drink coffee without any digestive trouble, it remains a notable problem for a sensitive subset of the population. Finally, there are some longer-term concerns to consider, though the evidence here is more debated. Some studies have suggested that high coffee intake might interfere with the body's ability to absorb calcium, which could theoretically pose a risk to bone health over a lifetime, particularly for older women. Another concern revolves around the impact on blood pressure. While the effect is often temporary and most regular drinkers develop a tolerance, the initial spike in blood pressure after drinking coffee can be a concern for individuals with pre-existing hypertension who are not accustomed to caffeine. Section 4, Brewing a Healthier Habit, Practical Rules for Smart Sipping. Enjoying coffee's benefits while minimizing its risks often comes down to a few simple, practical adjustments. The first, and perhaps most counterintuitive, rule: wait an hour or two after waking before your first cup. When you first wake, your body's level of cortisol is naturally at its peak. Drinking coffee right then can interfere with that process and may lead to a higher tolerance to caffeine over time. Wait until cortisol dips, and caffeine works more effectively, giving a genuine boost when you need it most. The timing of your last cup matters just as much. Establish a firm caffeine cutoff to protect sleep quality. For most people, avoid caffeine after about 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Coffee, tea, some sodas. Caffeine can stay in your system 6 hours or more. An afternoon cutoff helps the stimulating effects wear off by bedtime, so you fall asleep more easily and enjoy deeper, more restorative rest. Hydration is often overlooked. Coffee is a mild diuretic. It can make you lose a bit more fluid. Counteract it. Drink a glass of water for every cup of coffee. That helps keep your fluid balance and can reduce side effects like headaches and jitters. Think of water as coffee's essential, responsible partner. Finally, how you take your coffee matters. Most study-backed health benefits are tied to black coffee. Adding spoonfuls of sugar-heavy cream sugary syrups fundamentally changes the drink. These additions can turn a low-calorie, antioxidant-rich beverage into a high-calorie dessert in a cup, contributing to weight gain and negating many positive metabolic effects. If you want the health benefits, learning to appreciate pure black coffee is the most direct path, you know. Section 5, The Final Pour, Finding Your Personal Coffee Balance. So, after weighing the evidence, we return to our original question. Is coffee a healthy boost or a hidden risk? It can be either, and the outcome is largely within your control. Scientific consensus leans favorably. Moderate consumption likely beneficial for the average person. Links to reduced risk for major diseases, enhanced mental and physical performance, but there are important caveats. Benefits are strongest when coffee is pure, black. Avoid the deluge of sugar. Avoid added fat. Risks include anxiety, sleep disruption, digestive upset. Don't ignore personal sensitivities. Your experience matters. If you're jittery or awake at 3 a.m., average doesn't apply. Practical guidelines. Time your intake wisely. Stay hydrated. Keep it simple. Wait a while after waking. Cut yourself off in the afternoon. Prioritize black coffee. Small adjustments can shift coffee from undermining to supporting your health. Listen to your body. Does it make you focused and energized, or anxious and unsettled? Does it affect your sleep even if you drink it early afternoon? Coffee isn't mandatory. Used wisely, it's a simple, healthy pleasure. The bottom line? Coffee can be an incredible partner for your health if you use it wisely. But remember, the most important thing is to listen to your own body. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and hit the like button. How many cups do you drink a day? Let us know in the comments below. I'll see you in the next video. Stay healthy.